Good morning. This is Black Crow walking from Australia, bringing you a study of A Course of Love by Mari Perron. We're currently up to chapter 9, verse 44, and I'm going to read the last sentence of 33 to give you a little bit of context. From the simple concept of individuals needing to be in relationship to survive, has grown this complex web of use and abuse. Abuse is but improper use. Use on a scale that makes the insanity of use obvious to both the user and the usee, and so has its proper place in our discussion here. Look at patterns of abuse in everything from drugs and alcohol to physical and emotional mistreatment. These, like the larger example of your daily life gone awry, A-W-R-Y, or is it array? I don't know, are but demonstrations of internal desires taken to a greater extreme. Only these, rather than being reflected by the group, are reflected within the individual. The individual with issues of abuse would do a service to the world if the people in it were to understand what that abuse is a reflection of. Like any extreme, it merely points out what, in less extreme instances, is still the same. Use is improper. It is its purpose that makes use improper. The Holy Spirit can guide you to use the thing that you have made in ways that benefit the whole. And this is the distinction between proper and improper use, or use and abuse. You would use for the benefit of the separated self. What magnified the destructive force of such abuse is easily apparent. Again, you would place the blame outside yourself and label drugs, alcohol, tobacco, gambling, and even food as a destructive force. Like the automobile, you would blame for an accident. Use and abuse, user and usee have become confused. All such confusion stems from the initial confusion of the use you think your body would put you to. All such confusion stems from your displacement of yourself and your abdication of your power to the things that you have made. So today we are looking at use and abuse. Where are you abusing yourself? Good question. Are you stuck in a job that you hate? Are you drinking every night? Do you have to have that glass of wine or that beer? Addictions are one thing. Using and abusing people are another. Domestic violence does not just have to be physical, it can be mental, and it can also be emotional, and financial. An abuser needs someone to abuse. It's a symbiotic relationship. And if you're in an abusive relationship, what are you getting out of it? How have you given away your power as an abused person? And what sort of power is it that the abuser needs? Let's look again at that first verse. It is its purpose that makes abuse improper. It is its purpose that makes using people improper. The Holy Spirit can guide you to use the thing that you have made in ways that benefit the whole. And this is a distinction between proper and improper use. Abuse is but improper use. Use on a scale that makes the insanity of use obvious to both the user and the usee. Insanity. It comes from your thoughts. Your thoughts are what make you reach for that bottle. Your thoughts are what make you use and abuse other people. Your thoughts make you in addiction. Maybe it's time to look at your thoughts and just stop. Not doing it anymore. Not thinking, not following the thoughts anymore. Not listening, not caring what the thoughts are doing. Just let them be background noise. And feel into what is it that you're feeling that makes you want to use and abuse people, or to use and abuse yourself, beloved. What is it that you're feeling? Go deeply into it. Deeply, deeply into it. And come back to your heart. Come back to you. Come back to the love of you, the self-love that would pick yourself up and be free again. Remember your freedom. Remember your happiness. Remember to have fun and play and have adventures. How long has it been? These like the larger complex, look at the patterns of abuse in everything that drugs and alcohol to physical and emotional mistreatment. These, like the larger examples of your daily life gone awry, or array, I'm not sure, are but demonstrations of internal desires taken to a greater extreme. Only these, rather than being reflected by the group, are reflected within the individual. The individual with issues of abuse would do a service to the world if the people in it were to understand what that abuse is a reflection of. Like any extreme, it merely points out what to the less extreme instances is still the same. Use is improper. Once again, it's taking us deeply today. It's taking us into really having a look at our lives and seeing where we're abusing ourselves and where that is reflected onto others. Stop and have a look. Be willing. Are you willing? Would you be willing to just for this day just for this moment, be more aware of how you are using and abusing yourself and others. And let's get it together so that we can work together for the good of the whole. I love you, and I know you've got this. And if you feel you need help, reach out. Reach out to yourself first. Be present with you. Notice you. Give yourself space to be seen and heard by you. I love you. Bye for now.